to Athena's Awesome Adventure. I don't believe I've ever did a chit chat on this channel, but if I have, it's been a very long time. I haven't posted anything to this channel. I had all these great ideas. I did a lot of prep, mindfulness about it. Got lazy once I moved from California to Georgia. I just been trying to settle in, so I've actually taken a lot of video, but I just haven't posted, edited. You know, editing is the worst. But anyway, I decided I wanted to do an update video. I have my notes down here, but yeah, I thought this would be a great way to get you caught up on what's been going on with me, what I've been up to, and I guess future plans. So just to get right into it, I recently moved. I've been here in Atlanta 4 months. I moved from California. That was a very huge undertaking. It was definitely a hard move. Came out here basically to help my best friend. She just had a baby, and yeah, it was like as soon as she told me she was pregnant, I felt something in my heart just go, you gotta move, or you gotta go. I had been wanting to leave California for years and years already. This was like the catalyst. It was always gonna be Texas, so a lot of people, when I said I'm moving finally, they were like, oh yeah, you're gonna go to Texas. I'm like, actually no. Going further. So ended up out here with her. I am basically a live-in nanny. I take care of my godson, and it's been a blessing. It's also been an eye-opener of the day-to-day for moms, motherhood, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. Just to see the milestones of his growth, and to be part of his life and his nurturement. Also to be closer to my best friend, and us get to know each other more. I'll talk about that later. But overall, I'm enjoying being out here in Georgia. So when I left California, it was in February. What was it? February? I can't remember. Was it the 1st of February, I think? Maybe February 10th. Something like that's coming up. And I got here February 15th. So, it didn't take, well, it could have taken that long. I left, I think, on a Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, probably. And I stayed in Texas for 4 days. And then my friend that lives out there drove with me the rest of the way, which I was so grateful for because I was feeling a little delirious from driving. By the time I got to Texas, I was like, I'm over it. I can stay right here. But like I said, thankfully, he drove the rest of the way. Besides maybe an hour or two once we got to this area. Excuse me, it is late, but I wanted to do this. February 15th is my date that I made it here. Since I've been here, I have definitely gone to, it's almost like my social life has actually turned up, because I didn't do as much, I don't think. I don't feel like I did as much when I was in California. So being that this is a new city, and you guys know I'm a foodie, it's a foodie channel, along with travel. I have been going to loads of restaurants when I first got here. So February and March, looking at my Instagram, you saw me trying a lot of different restaurants, going different places. So I wrote down to write, talk about my likes and dislikes about Atlanta. So what I like about it, of course, is the nature. I love the greenery. It gives me peace, especially since I'm no longer by the ocean. It doesn't give me the same type of calm, but it gives me a different type. Excuse me. It gives me a different type of calm. And also, it's definitely a muse. The more I'm in it, the more creative I feel, which is a good thing. Something I've been lacking. And then I would say I am enjoying. I'm enjoying the people. I haven't really met any people that maybe be like, "Oh, Jesus, I want to go back to California." Since everything is still new, it's a lot that I could like. Everything's brand new. Getting to know stores, simple things like that. Getting to know where to go get your nails done, and all that. All that is just part of being in a new place. But overall, I'm enjoying it. Dislikes. I hate Georgia's freeways in a sense of the way they label things. And I've had almost on a dark night coming home, driving, I was hitting a curve, and geez, man, if I was not a skilled driver, I would have kept going and probably went over the freaking or through the railing, just because it was that dark. But yet there were the freeways may go here, but then you still got some more to go like this. So I guess the lights that was reflecting this way made it seem like you just continue to go straight. No, I was supposed to. So anyway, that shook me up for a while, because I'm like in my head like, dude, you could have almost died. So there's lots of construction, and as I've talked to people, it's always construction. So it almost reminds me of Texas. So when you're driving, you may not know. I mean, you just have to drive defensively, and you have to drive cautiously. And then the other thing is, I have never seen so many cars either stopped because of accidents or on the side of the road because of, I have no idea, but this always seems like every day a few cars on the side of the road. And I'm like, what is going on? I like the way my girlfriend said, California, she's from Philly, so this is her perspective. California drivers know how to drive, but Atlanta drivers just don't give a F. So you can imagine driving out here. If you didn't have road rage before, you might get it. Other than that, I don't really have too many dislikes. Oh, excuse me. This is gonna be hard not to yawn. I took a nap, so I don't know why I'm so sleepy, but it is what it is. What's it like living here? I would say it's like being in the country and the city at the same time. Why I wanted to leave out of California was, I'm not really a big city girl. Lived in the city, but never really went to the city. Like how everybody goes downtown LA and, know about all the hot spots of places to go. Just wasn't that person, I'm not a club person, so it wasn't like, going out there, for that type of stuff. For me, I was looking for something slower. Hence why I was going to go to Texas. But this was another option that I had. Oh my god, I don't know if I can get through without yawning. Long story short is I'm not a city girl. I was looking for something slower, and this provides it for me. Now, it's still city, and there's areas of where you can still feel city, but the area that we live in is 30 minutes away from the city. So it's like being in California, kind of how it was. Well, there's so many parks around here, and they take very much pride in their parks, keeping them clean. Lots of trails. When I'm walking, I just feel like I'm in a forest a lot of times. I will say people are not as friendly as I thought they were going to be when I, from previous times of coming out here. Probably because there's a lot of implants. Excuse me. Probably because there's a lot of implants now, but what was I gonna say? So when you're walking by on a trail, sometimes you don't get the hi. Sometimes you'll say hi and they don't say nothing, or they don't acknowledge you. So I'm like, oh gosh, I feel like I'm back in California. What else? Do I like about living here? Mainly it's the environment, the nature, the slowness. So I guess it's environment. I guess mainly because it's all new. So I may do another update a year from now and see if I still like it. I don't know. That was my segueing into my other point here. Do I plan to stay in Georgia? At this point, I'll say yes. I want to see my godson grow, be close to him. So in my head, if anything, I see myself being here at least 5 years. And if I decide I want to, go somewhere else, I'll make that decision. I do like that I'm closer to my little sister who lives in Texas, and she actually recently moved within Texas, though, from DFW area to Houston. So she just texted me she's going to be coming out here for my birthday, so I'm excited about that. Only 2 hours away, for a flight, which is not bad. And I have another girlfriend that moved before me who went to Alabama, another 2 hours away, So I would also say that what surprised me is the amount of people that, it's not like it's a lot, but it just made the transition easier when I got here because I knew a couple people. So it's not like going into a place where you know no one. 2 of my high school friends have been living here for years. One of my girlfriends that I worked with in California moved during the pandemic. So she was happy that I came because she really didn't know a lot of people. And then, of course, Nikita. So I've had interactions with people I know, so that made it easier. I've met new people, and that's been, pretty good. I'm trying to find another word, but it's been pretty good. And then going back to California. Oh, so I will be going back to California in July, next month actually, for a wedding. And I plan on staying out there for about a week total, so that I can service, excuse me, some of my older clients. Now I will say that's where it has been. Now that the honeymoon phase has kind of died down of being here. The lifestyle that I used to have in California, I don't have here. I'm still building it. So I need to find people who are into wellness and, you know, body work and all that good stuff that I did in LA, that where all my clients appreciate me. Excuse me. And you know, I think that that's probably the hardest adjustment that I've had to make, is not being able to work and have funds and take care of myself in the way that I did. It's definitely been an adjustment. But I know with anything new, there's going to be an adjustment, and it may not come as fast as you want. So I just continue to stay positive and uplift myself, and just take the wins where I can, and then just continue to try to put myself out there. So let me see. Oh, well, I kind of talked about this one, about what's it like living with and taking care of my godson. To me, it's awesome. It's definitely just, I love that little guy, you know. I'm outside of his mother, I'm primary caretaker. So when I don't see him, the days that, like, you know, we go away or go away for a weekend, or even days when he's with his dad and then I see him again, I'm just like, where's my baby? Like, you missed that person, that little person. Yeah, so I will say the other adjustment is been just living with someone. When you've lived by yourself for so long, there's an adjustment period there too. And that's, like I shared with Nikita, before I came, like, at first it was just like, yes, yes, yes. And then when the reality was starting to set in, that you're going to be going and leaving your lifestyle behind, I started freaking out. And I eventually shared it with her, but, you know, she calmed me in the sense of saying and validating, yeah, that's normal, you know. And but I'm excited to have you here, and looking forward to getting closer. So that helped a lot. And so we've had some growing pains, but because we love each other, and I don't look at her more as a friend, I look at her more like my sister. So just like your sister, they get on your nerves. People be having attitudes, but you talk it out and then you move on, right? So that's part of the getting to know each other, you know. It's just, and well, I can't really say about two women in the house. We get along fine, for the most part. There's just personality traits that like I already knew, but it's not like, oh, you can just go and go home. You know, it's a relationship. That's what it is. It's like same thing that you would go through in a female and male relationship. When you're dating and you have your own place versus moving in together, like, there's the superficial stuff, and then there's the deep stuff that comes with living with that person. So yeah. So that's pretty much all I put down so far as updates. I will say, though, I haven't posted any of the video that I took. Like, you know, I try to be all cinematic, you know, videoed me my leaving out of my apartment, and seeing me close the door, lock the door for the last time. getting on the road right before and just talking to the camera throughout the whole time. It was a lot of footage, but like I said, by the time I think I stopped, I guess we can talk about that. So I left at like almost 5 o'clock in the morning, and I got to El Paso probably I want to say 8 or 9 o'clock. And I didn't plan on stopping, but I started getting calls from family members like, "You're not driving all the way through, right?" You know, and I was in like zone. But I stopped, got some rest, and got back on the road. I will say my car wasn't too happy with me. You know, I felt like she was like, "Chick, we don't do long distance or long hauls. We've done long distance like to San Diego, to Vegas, but not no 15 hours of driving." So the first day I think I did about 15, 16 hours of driving. Like I said, stopped in El Paso and then got up. I didn't have to get up as early as I did, but I woke up around the same time, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, got on the road so I can just get away from traffic. And that was actually nice because this, you know, seeing the sunset, and it was real quiet, not a lot of people yet, allowed me to get out of the city and really just enjoy the ride. Excuse me. I did go live a lot, so I do have footage on Facebook. And then when I got back on the road from El Paso, I was just trying to make it to Texas mentally. That's all I was trying to do. So that was another, I think, 9 hours. But I did hit some traffic. So by the time I got to my sister's house, I was like laid on the floor, like I just want to be a vertical. Don't want to be sitting up anymore. And she laughed. She's like, "I knew that you were gonna do that." I'm like, "Yes, I need to ground myself." Yeah, so then it was cool because me and her, we actually went to go get something to eat, and then it was kind of short-lived because she was leaving the next day. So we hung out that night, hung out that morning, and then she drove herself to Houston. And then I met up with, which is why it was such a blessing, I had another girlfriend, client, had moved, and I didn't even know she moved to Texas, but I had contacted her prior to, and she lived right there in Dallas. So I stayed with her for 3 days, and waiting for my friend to get back to Texas so we can drive. But I enjoyed being with her. Shout out to you, Faith. Thank you for taking me in. I hadn't seen her in so long, actually, and it was first time actually living, in a sense, with her for those 3 days. And she was funny. She's like, "Well, at least now I know that we can go on vacation together," like, because she's not a big like busybody person either. Yeah, so my plan initially was from Texas to go to Alabama to see my girlfriend, Angelica. But by the time we got on the road, it was nighttime. So by the time we would have gotten there, she was getting ready for work. So we decided not to stop. Just pushed through until I got to ATL. And yeah, that's all she wrote. So I just want to wrap this up by saying thanks for listening. That is pretty much the biggest update. I will say I have met a friend, and that's something that I will say is another reason why I was rushing and trying to leave California, because I felt that my husband, was not in California. and I had this urge anyway to get out of California. And that was one of the other reasons why, not just because I was ready to get out of California, but that was another reason why. It's like, no, your person's not here. Like, your person's a southern mentality type of person, or from the South. Though the person is not necessarily from the South. I guess it's southern, but anyway, that is my update. I'll try to be a little bit more consistent on this channel. I think I had neglected this channel and started doing more of my health channel, which is Athena Marie TV. If you have not checked it out, go on over there. Let's see. I guess if you really want to follow me, go ahead and check out my Instagram. I have 3. 2 are business, 1's personal. So the first one is Athena's Awesome Adventure as well, which is the personal one. My second one is Natural Lux, which is my business. And then the other one is, because I don't use it often, Vacay Day, and that's my travel one, which I haven't been posting on there either because I haven't been traveling. So I think the last place I did go, well, actually I did post some stuff on there because I did go to Philly. We went to Philly to go visit her family. So that was probably the only other travel. I'm so used to doing bigger travels, which I'm having withdrawals from right now. But things will settle in and be back to normal, hopefully. But we'll see, because these airplane tickets is crazy. It's like I haven't even bought my ticket to get back home. And I have to like settle in my head that I'm gonna be overpaying, you know. That's the part that kind of hurts. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off because it's late. I can't believe I'll be here 4 months already. This year is going by so fast. Yeah, so